Guys!
Hello!
Jack's back.
Hello, I'm back.
We've just done sprint planning, going over what we're doing today. What's happening?
You are doing kind of voxels, aren't you?
Yes, the mini golf DLC. I'm going to be jumping on to finish off what Bob kindly started. I know you've done like some garden.
Yeah, you guess where I stopped and you started?
yeah. See to figure it out.
But yeah, there's a lot of coding stuff that I need to do for that as well, because we're having 18 levels, the game only supports 16 at the moment. So I guess I'll have to work that out. There's some issues with the hexceed new mechanic as well that we need addressing as well. Stuff like with the highlighter not working quite as expected for big tiles and things like that. So there's a few little bugs we need to fix, but yeah, I think that's going to be it, because you're just finishing off that DLC this week, aren't you?
Yeah, just loads of hexceed levels, getting it done so you can test it all before you leave for your holiday.
Yeah, Jack doesn't know what Centre Parks is.
I don't know what Centre Parks is. I thought it was all vibes, apparently it's not.
Yeah, so today my time's just basically been split between some hexceed level fixing, because I've been QAing that a lot for the upcoming DLC. I'm actually off next week as well, so we're trying to get it all wrapped up this week. So just trying to keep on top of that. But yeah, working on colouring voxels, the Crazy Golf pack as well. So I've been, we sort of had this nice layout, sort of like circle shape for the first 9 levels, which we kind of wanted to keep. Just because it fits really nicely in the main menu, this sort of like rounded shape. So I've just been trying to work out a way to sort of add things to that, and I've come up with this sort of like the sci-fi like platforms type of thing. I'm not quite sure how it'll look in the end. Hopefully it'll be a lot more busy. I think I'm going to mention to Jack that we might want to go for like almost like a museum theme with this, so then that way there's a lot of freedom. You can have a big T-Rex skull, you can have a big windmill and stuff, and it all like thematically makes sense if each platform's got a different theme. So fingers crossed, splitting up like this will make it much easier for us both to work on the project at the same time as well. So I'm just going to crack on with making another level. Fingers crossed I've got a time lapse for that, but I just want to show you what the this top level is looking like as well, because obviously you can't see it in Cubicle because of the black dome, but replaced that with glass and made some legally distinct sus people. And yeah, I think it looks quite nice. Just did a whole 18 because it will be at the top. Yeah, quite happy with that actually. It was a nightmare to work out how to do a dome, but I worked it out.
So today's been a bit of a funny one, but majority of my focus is still on hexceed. I'm still playing a little bit of catch up, but you can see here I've just finished level 78 here in the top right. What that means in terms of where I'm at on the to-do list is, well, I've just finished this bunch of 10 here. Well, I'll get those pushed for up to test. You can see it's like a week behind schedule technically. Just because things we've fallen behind with just the sheer number of levels and other stuff from last week, etc. But once I finished this group of levels, as well as first section in here, I'll be back on track in time for tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be getting that done tonight, getting that all finished, just so I'm not falling behind schedule for the rest of the week. And as well as that, today's task was setting out the poll for the next Colouring Voxels DLC. Because as you know, we've got Jack back, we can focus more on the art side of things, and we're back to the regular scheduling where the Patreons get the final say on what DLC will be coming out each month. And Halloween isn't on the suggestion list, but with it being October, I've thrown it on there, and that's currently winning as well. It is out just today, it'll be running for the rest of the week, so this is just day 1 of results, so this can change by the time the video comes out, but yeah, this time next week we'll be knowing what the next DLC in Colouring Voxels will be.
Okay, hello folks, I'm back from my hiatus.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back!
But I've returned now to sort of help out with the current voxel world that Rob has been working on, which is the next one, which I think is mini golf, I assume. It's going to be called the mini golf DLC. I can see here Rob's already done quite a lot of the work. Ignore this section, it's just a duplicated version that's all merged together. But you can see here he's went for a bit more of a garden sort of look here for this sort of style. And this other one here is what I'm going to be working on, which is sort of going to be just some random themes set on platforms, which is really nice for me, just so I can sort of get really creative with it. And you can see here, Rob already did one, which is like a sort of I think it's like a sort of like a sci-fi theme he's went for there. And I've already went over to Goxel and got started on the worlds that I would like to do. So if we put everything back in so we can see it, you can see here I've started these 2 worlds here, 2 levels, sorry, and so far I've done a bit more of a sci-fi one. I went for a bit more of like an alien looking design, like an alien world design. And you can see the other one here as well is sort of like a desert with the Sphinx and a little hole going to the pyramid here to get to the end pocket. Yeah, pocket, you don't call it pocket in golf, do you? That's pool. What do you call it? The hole? That's pretty much it. So I've got a little Sphinx here and a pyramid. I'm really happy with this so far. I am tempted to actually do a 3rd platform that's also based on a desert, but have the Sphinx as more of a centerpiece, make a bigger Sphinx, but I haven't really decided yet. So I'm going to finish up this world, add a few more rocks, add a tad bit more detail, and then I'll move on to the next world. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's a nice change of pace, just having everything separate rather than having everything bolted together. It's nice just to do sort of little mini worlds here that I can just sort of have a little bit of fun with.
So yes, another day of hexceed. Still playing a little bit of catch up. You can see here, this is now overdue by a couple of days, but should be alright. I know Rob's going to be off next week, but Kai has kind of said he will be available to test some levels next week, so if I can get everything done apart from these milestones at the back by the end of the week, and then we'll should be alright in terms of getting everything tested. In terms of what I've done today, I've done up to level 94. There's a couple of earlier tutorial levels. These should be the last tutorials of the DLC. And I've also gone ahead and jumped ahead up here and just made a bunch of templates all the way up to level 1, 2, 3, which is the end of this card here, because that's the goal for today, try and get as close to this done as I can. But yeah, I'm going to head off now. I know it's a little bit early, but because I'm going to pick up my bike and then I'm going to continue working on these levels from home.
Okay, so I think the voxel world for the mini golf is done now. Rob asked me to take a look at his garden scene. You did a really good job. The only thing that you wanted to do was adding a bit more texture like I usually do in my worlds. You can see here, I do a bit of texture to sort of bring them a bit more to life. I've went around and added some subtle stuff here just to make it pop a bit more. But other than that, Rob did a really good job and essentially made my life a lot easier for making these last 9 levels here. I've almost did 18 too. And what I've done here, I've tried to make each theme different, and there's a few sci-fi ones in there, as Rob did do this sci-fi version down here, and I sort of wanted to continue that up the scene, and I think it looks really cool, especially for these 3 here that sort of build around it, and the others are just random biomes. We've got sort of like a retro look here, an Arctic look, a desert look. This one is a sort of Jurassic look, so you can see there's skulls here and stuff, and I've actually put a little Jurassic skeleton that's actually built under the Jurassic mini golf level there. But overall, I'm really proud of this. I've shipped them all off now to to Rob, so he can mess around and have a look at them. But for now, I'm going to jump back to the colouring pixels work. Okay, so now that the Goxel work is done for now, I thought I'd get a bit of a head start on the next Halloween DLC for Pixels. I'm trying to go for a bit more of a traditional look in terms of pixel art this time, so I've got like the black outlines and a bit more of a cartoony style. They've all been a little bit on the smaller end so far, but I typically do that to try and get the first 5 images done fairly quickly, so Lee can get the store page done. But after this, I'm going to be ramping up the sizes a bit more. Obviously, we'll start with a classic Dracula. I'm thinking this is going to be the store page. It's a nice square. It's not a perfect square, but it's pretty much there. It's like off by 2 pixels. So I think this one's going to be the store page one. And as for the rest, I've done a little owl, and I've done a little sort of ram skull here. I did animate this. I forgot... But I did a little animation of it as well, just sort of practice in the little Pixacky sort of animation stuff down here. It's not too bad, to be fair. And as for now, I'm working on a bit of a landscape, a bit of a larger one. It's not done yet, still a work in progress, but the vibes are definitely coming through. So that's the main thing.
Guys,
Hello.
it's Friday.
Oh, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yes, thanks for making the end of the video. We have a lot of DLC coming out as always. So we have the Crazy Golf DLC coming out this week for us. That'll be last week for you guys. Check it out if you haven't already. Should be available today. We also have a hexceed DLC coming out. It's got the brand new mechanic. It's very difficult, so hope you enjoy it. That'll be coming out as of this video, I believe, the same day. So check that out as well. Coming out there tonight. And then the next DLC we have will be next month, which will be the Halloween DLC for Comic Pixels. So that store page will hopefully be live, and you can wish this that now as well.
Cool. Yeah, thanks to all our Patreon members, our Discord members who's always chatting away in the Discord. And by the time this video comes out, I would have had a stream. So everyone, thanks to everyone who joined the stream, and we'll thank Rob's mum. It's been a while, so thanks so much, mum. Rob's mum.
Yay.
Yay.